Wonderland was wonderful, Dinah. Mad but wonderful. But Madeline lives in Paris. Paris. That's a Wonderland that's real. All I needed to do to get to Wonderland was to fall down a rabbit hole or step through the mirror. But let's face it, it takes money to get to Paris. Why does Paris have to be so far away?
Far away? Oh, but no, mademoiselle. This is Paris.
Oh, my. Excuse me for jumping like that, but I've never seen a mouse with a beret and briefcase before.
Permit me to introduce myself. I am François, and I am a business mouse. I am conducting the Duval cheese survey to find out which type of cheese prefers the people living in this part of Paris.
How curious. I'm afraid you aren't in Paris at all.
Sacre, I must have made the wrong sick in the sick of the tunnel.
You really came here from Paris?
Mais oui, mademoiselle. Now, if you will only please tell me your favorite cheese, I am the very busy mouse.
Now, Dinah, you're supposed to be polite to visitors, even mice. Don't worry, Monsieur Francois. Dinah doesn't really care for French food.
What a pity that the cat is not born with a taste for fine cheese. If you will just tell me your favorite cheese, I can finish the strawberry pot, and then zoop, I pedal the pump back to the Duval cheese factory.
In Paris?
Oui, Paris, naturellement. Now, your favorite cheese, is it bleu, roquefort, camembert, bois de Sulu?
But you must tell me something first. In Paris, do little girls really have adventures? Like in this book. Let me read it to you.
Or perhaps Chantilly, or Emmental, Pont-l'Évêque, or Limburger?
In an old house in Paris, all covered with vines.
I know well this little Madeline. She is so full of the crackly pops.
Oh, Francois, would you take me to Paris with you? I want to meet Madeline.
Hello, mademoiselle. I am conducting the cheese survey, not the travel bureau.
All right. I'll tell you my favorite cheese if you'll promise to take me to Paris. Cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers? Cheeseburgers! Oh, it is too much for my little mouse heart. Fine cheese is my life, my love, my profession. The great cheese is like the great wine. It must be savored for itself alone. But cheeseburgers... What is your name, poor dear?
But cheeseburgers are good. Alice.
Please, mademoiselle Alice, s'il vous plaît. You have much to learn. I come from the proud mouse family that knows their cheese. My great-great-grandmouse was the great Anatole.
Anatole?
Oui, Anatole. A mouse among mice. A mouse of France. In all of France, there was no happier mouse than Anatole. Ma chérie. It's getting dark, Eve. Time to go to work. Good night, Papa. Have a good night at your work. Mama, where does Papa work every night? At the great Duval cheese factory, son. Good evening, cheese testing room.
Those mice! Those terrible mice! Look at our beautiful cheeses! Ruined! We can't sell our cheese after a mouse has touched it. All mice are villains. We must rid our factory of them once and for all. Mice are a disgrace to France.
I never dreamed that people disliked us so. I only took just enough for our little family. Oh, it's awful to be so unwanted.
What a pity. We have nothing to give people in return for what we take.
I may be only a mouse, Monsieur Duval, but I know cheese.
What is going on here? For those little signs here? What are they saying? What is going on here? Why are your cheese testers not busy testing cheese? Look, someone has already tested it. Anatole? Touché? This Anatole is right. This Roquefort does need more Orange-Peel. More Orange-Peel in the Roquefort. More Orange-Peel in the Roquefort. More Orange-Peel in the Roquefort. But who is Anatole? Less pepper in the pot de salud. Anatole says the camembert should be smoother. Anatole says more pepper in the Limburger. People are buying our cheese as fast as we can make it. Anatole, whoever he is the finest cheese tester in France. I must meet him tonight and thank him personally.
You're doing a fine job, dear. Monsieur Duval's cheese is better than ever, but maybe a smidge less salt in each other.
When Monsieur Anatole arrives, I shall kiss him on both cheeks. Mwah! Mwah! Maybe I leave him instead. A nice letter.
And look to that, look. A letter from Monsieur Duval.
You are to be first vice president and chief cheese tester. You are a credit to mouse and country.
I am now ready to meet Monsieur Duval.
At last, he will change his opinion of mice. Pardon, monsieur? Allow me to introduce myself.
A mouse.
I am Anatole.
Anatole? A mouse? A mouse! Mademoiselle Eclair, come quickly. Observe. He is Anatole.
He's a mouse, monsieur.
He is Anatole! Quickly, you know what to do.
Oui, Monsieur Duval.
Oh, thank heaven. Oh, she is just in time.
No, monsieur. It is a mistake. Go away, s'il vous plaît. Go away. Wait.
Yes, in all of France, there was no happier mouse than Anatole.
You can be proud of your great-great-grandmouse, Monsieur Francois.
I try, Mademoiselle Alice, to carry on the family tradition. At this very moment, I am blown with a grand inspiration. You, my dear, are lovely, charmant, graceful, and you know absolutely nothing about the cheese. In other words, you are perfect.
If I know nothing in school, I'm never perfect. It's quite the other way around.
I will take you to Paris. You shall taste all of our cheese, and you will tell me which one you like the best. You will be the perfect guinea pig.
I beg your pardon. Did you say you would take me to Paris?
Of course, on my bicycle.
But can you manage? It's so tiny. It's really only a mouseicle.
Have no fear, Francois is here with the latest Duval miracle cheese. The secret ingredient is the same magic mushroom you ate in the Wonderland.
You mean?
Oui. One little nibble, and you will be weeny-teeny like me.
Oh, it's just like my daddy says. It's the best if you can travel on business. Give me the magic cheese, Francois. Cheese makes me feel all nibbly-wibbly.
Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh. I'm here and so dear are you. Just la la oui, la la do. Out for a gay rendezvous. Watch la la dust. Got to make Paris a bus. And since we're feeling this way, there's only one thing to say. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh. I'm here and so are you.
And now, Mademoiselle Alice, you are in Paris. We are at this very moment passing directly under the Champs-Élysées. Right over the head is the famous Eiffel Tower. And here, exactly above us, is the Cathedral de Notre Dame. Isn't it thrilling?
But I can't see anything. I didn't come to Paris just to ride through the sewers. I want to see Madeline.
I have the fear that we have come on the exact wrong moment. I forgot about the bad hat.
Madeline has a bad hat?
No. The Spanish ambassador has the bad hat.
Did Madeline ruin the ambassador's hat?
No. The ambassador's little boy was always a bad hat.
How curious. How can a boy be a hat?
A bad hat, Alice. That is what he is. Do you know that he poked the little holes in the cheddar cheese I brought here? And then he told the little girl that it was Swiss? That is the girl said she's good. And that is not the all. This little boy was a bad hat from the very first day he came to Paris. I will tell you the story. It started right here.
In an old house in Paris, covered with vines, lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines.
They left the house at 9:30, in 2 straight lines, in rain or shine. The smallest one was Madeline. One day, the Spanish ambassador moved into the house next door. Look, my darlings, what bliss, what joy. His Excellency as a boy. Madeline said, it is evident that this little boy is a bad hat. In the spring when birds sing, something suddenly went zing, causing pain or shock surprise during morning exercise. On hot summer nights, he ghosted. In the autumn wind, he boasted as he flew the highest kite. Year in, year out, he was polite. He was sure and quick on ice, and Miss Clavel said, isn't he nice? One day, he climbed upon the wall and cried, come, I invite you all. Come over sometime, and I'll let you see my toys and my menagerie, my frogs and birds and bugs and bats, squirrels, hedgehogs, and 2 cats. The hunting in this neighborhood is exceptionally good. But Madeline said, please don't molest us. Your menagerie does not interest us. He changed his clothes and said, I bet this invitation they'll accept. Madeline answered, a torero is not at all our idea of a hero. The poor lad left. He was lonesome and blue. He shut himself in. What else could he do? But in a short while, the little elf was back again, and his old self. Said Miss Clavel, it seems to me he needs an outlet for his energy. A chest of tools might be attractive. For a little boy that's very active. I knew it. Listen to him play. Hammering, sawing, and working away. Oh, but that boy was really mean. He built himself a guillotine. He was unmoved by the last look the frightened chickens gave the cook. He ate them roasted, grilled, and frito. Oh, what a horror was Pepito. One day, when out to take the air, Madeline said, oh, look who's there. Pepito carried a bulging sack. He was followed by an increasing pack of all the dogs in the neighborhood. That boy is simply misunderstood. Look at him bringing those doggies food. He said, let's have a game of tag and let a cat out of the bag. There were no trees, so instead, the cat jumped on Pepito's head. The marchers listened to the poor boy crying, oh, secours, which you must cry if by any chance you're ever in need of help in France. Miss Clavel ran fast and faster to the scene of the disaster. She came in time to save the bad hat, and Madeline took care of the cat. There was sorrowing and pain in the embassy of Spain. The ambassadress wept tears of joy as she thanked Miss Clavel for saving her boy. Nothing, said the ambassador, would cheer up poor Pepito more than a visit from next door. Only one visitor at a time. Will you go in first, Miss Madeline? So Madeline went in on tiptoe and whispered, Can you hear me, Pepito? It serves you right, you horrid brat, for what you did to that poor cat. I'll never hurt another cat, Pepito said. I swear to that. I've learned my lesson. Please believe I'm turning over a new leaf. That's fine, she said. I hope you do. We all will keep our eyes on you. And lo and behold, the former barbarian turned into a vegetarian. And the starling and turtle, the bunny and bat, went back to their native habitat. His love of animals was such, even Miss Clavel said, it's too much. The little girls all cried, boo-hoo. But Madeleine said, I know what to do. She said, you are our pride and joy. You are the world's most wonderful boy. They went home and broke their bread and brushed their teeth and went to bed. And as Miss Clavel turned on the light, she said, I knew it would all come out right.
I knew it would come out all right, too. And now I want to meet Madeline myself.
But, ma chérie, first you make the promise that you will taste the Duval cheese and tell me which you like the best.
I'll tell you right now. I just remembered my real favorite, cottage cheese and jelly.
Cottage cheese and jelly. Sacre bleu! I have made the grand boo-boo. This girl has no soul. Mademoiselle, for the cheese connoisseur, cottage cheese and jelly is even worse than the cheeseburger. Mon Dieu, I shall never smile again.
I don't care if you smile or not. You promised to show me Paris. And if you don't, I won't eat any of your silly cheese at all. And if you don't stop frowning, your face will freeze that way. Just like the frowning prince.
Ah, if I were a prince instead of only a business mouse, I would never frown. I would smile all the time as I tasted every cheese in my kingdom.
Well, I can tell you about a prince who always frowned, and nothing could make him stop.
Not even a fragrant slice of camembert?
Not even that. He lived in a faraway land, even farther than Wonderland. One day, his father, the king, sat upon his throne, reading him a story.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a beautiful princess with an irresistible smile. All who gazed upon it were forced to smile themselves.
Nobody could make me smile. Look.
Your face might stay like that, you know.
It is staying like this. It won't move.
Be quiet. And next to the kingdom of the smiling princess was another kingdom. I want that frown removed from your face immediately. It is a royal command.
It is an immovable frown.
It is not.
It is so.
There is no such thing.
What is the trouble? Did you have a bad day at the wars?
It was an excellent day. One glorious victory after another.
I have an immovable frown.
You have not.
It will go away.
How can that go away?
We'll see. Send for the jesters. Send for the jugglers. Send for the tumblers. The tumblers did it. They shook the walls and cracked the glass.
Enough!
Anyway, I have an immovable frown.
You have not.
It's past my bedtime.
There is no such thing as an immovable frown. There is no such thing as an immovable frown. There's no such thing as an immovable frown. There's no such thing as an immovable frown.